Hello, folks. Good Sunday evening, and whenever you watch it. Welcome to the show. I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tiffany.
So here we are, our Mother's Day episode.
It's all about you.
So, yeah, I've been called worse things. Mother's Day, special day of celebration, honoring and exalting our mothers for one day out of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this morning in our in church, I was preaching about Mother's Day and did notice that, and I actually brought this up to everybody, that whenever we celebrate Mother's Day and the sermons and everything are about Mother's Day, it's always about lifting Mom up and telling Mom of all the great things she did and all the encouragement, all the love. And then when we get to Father's Day, it's always, do better. You can be a better dad. Right?
Kind of.
It is. It always is. So.
Would you rather me puff you up and get you flowers?
No. No, like, I mean, the whole thing about flowers is, here, I love you. Like,
water these, they'll live for a week.
Yeah. Like, it's almost like you want to give flowers to your enemy. Like, here, I hope you're like these in 3 days. Dead. No.
They're pretty for a minute.
Yeah, they're pretty for a minute. They last longer if they're in the yard. Walk her out to the yard and go, look at these flowers. They'll be here longer than a week.
That you planted and grew
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Thanks for being with us. None of you at the moment. Looks like your friends list.
I love you.
So we've had a okay week. It's always something. We always go through something. If y'all want to constantly be told that your life is better, watch ours. What are you looking at?
The mirror is, I think
it's crooked.
It's okay.
I don't know.
No, don't touch it. I don't want it to fall.
Let's see. Which way is it got to go?
Other way. There you go.
It's a pillow that's got it. That's why.
It's fine.
So we've had some interesting days within the last week. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's always something. But we spent a little time at the hospital with somebody very close to us.
Yep.
He did get to come home yesterday. We thought that he was going to have to spend Mother's Day in the hospital. So Dennis Peeler really knows how to give us a scare. And he's starting to make them a little too common.
Right. Gosh, he said none in 2023. We made it till May.
Yeah. At least we made it to May. We didn't quite make it half a year, but, Dennis. Thanks, Dennis.
Be your one and only this year, please.
The thing is, one day when Dennis is gone, we're going to look back and go, man, how boring is it now that we don't have Dennis?
Yeah, right.
So we've had an MRI this week, a weekend. We've spent some time at the hospital with him. Nobody else got hurt. Nothing else. I'm done with excitement for a little while.
Yep.
But we celebrate our mothers on today. We did have a great church service. And so what are some things, your mama can watch this. She's not here, but
she'll watch it.
She can watch this. So what are some things you would say about your mama?
Well, like I said this morning in church, my mama is so mean.
And I just said that we're edified and
we are, but she knows it's who she is. So growing up, all my friends were scared to come to my house. If any of my friends watch this, please testify that my mama was the meanest.
We do call her Mean Jean.
Yes, her name is very fitting. But I don't know. I guess she just expects more.
We all do. So not just your mama, but all moms, all parents expect more. We expect better of what our kids give us.
Right.
Right? Because we think, gosh, I've given you everything. Can't you be, oh my goodness, you yawning during our podcast?
Sorry, I can't help it.
I've given you everything, you ungrateful little turd. Can't you give me more?
Right. But she is the whole glue that holds everything together.
Mm-hmm.
So she actually is a great mom.
Aww.
I do love my mom.
Do you talk to your mommy every day?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. Yeah.
See, I get busy. It's hard for me to just be on the phone. And
it helps that I live right next door to her.
Yep, right. So my mom will be back in the next few months.
Yeah.
So my mom had to go through a lot when she gave birth to me. 2 days after she turned 19.
You've been trouble since.
2 days after she turned 19, on the 19th, that I was born, and I just couldn't come into this world normal. I had a hole in my lung, was in children's hospital for probably 6 weeks. For the first 6 weeks of my life were spent in a hospital, and I haven't been away from hospital since.
Let's just say every 3 to 5 years we go for another visit.
Right. So my mom has been through a lot, and then I wasn't a terrible kid. I wasn't just a bad kid, but I put my mom on the ragged edge a few times.
Yeah. I feel like your sister probably put her through more.
Yeah, we both were hard on my mom. So we thank you, Mom.
My sister was hard on my mom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was around for that. Once she hit the teenage years.
Yeah.
So you and I started dating when I was 22.
So Molly was 12.
Next month, we've been together for 20 years. We've been together for 20 years next month.
Yeah.
So yes, Molly is 10 years younger than me, and she was 12. So I knew her when she was somewhat sweet, innocent little Molly. And then she turned into teenage Molly overnight.
And now she's mini Jean.
Yeah. Right.
Really
her kids are probably going to grow up and go,
my mom is mean.
Just like Grandma.
It's not really that they're mean. They're just wow, did you hear that?
Yes,
pop?
I felt the pop.
Okay.
That is the reason for the MRIs yesterday.
That was terrible. Anyways, it's just that they're blunt and straightforward, and they don't take any crap off of anybody.
Sounds like John Wayne.
That's what they are. I mean.
Yeah.
Which gets things done. It was a positive. I know this is Mother's Day. Molly's a mother. But that's how we got things taken care of in the hospital, because Molly was there and was like, you're going to do this.
Right.
It helps that she's a nurse practitioner, so she knows what to tell them to do. But
so you're the Dennis of the kids. She's the Jean. Where does Cody fit in?
Cody,
maybe a little bit of a split of the two.
Yeah. Because he's just.
So the firstborn was Dennis. The lastborn's Jean.
Yeah, and Cody's just squished in the middle, so he's not the super soft pushover. But then he don't quite
just demand.
Yeah.
Anything,
but yeah, he's a good mix.
Yeah. So, tell all our fives of listeners out there.
Okay.
Some fun times that you had with your mom. What were some things she did?
Okay, so used to back in the day, truck pulling was our thing. We did it every weekend. It was actually before Molly, so it was just
So Molly came along
and
ruined it.
Yeah, she did. Thank you, Molly. Anyways, truck pulling was our thing, so Mama truck pulled too. And this very vivid memory I have once of Mama pulling, okay? And I don't know what happened. I'm not a mechanic, but the truck caught fire underneath while she's pulling. So lets off the gas pedal, bails out, leaves the truck running, door open, everything. Forget the truck. I'm out.
So you're saying Mom stay in a burning truck?
No, but she could have used a fire extinguisher or something. I don't know.
It's not her job. She was just the wheel holder.
Then she was mad because she jumped out and got her good shoes muddy.
That's funny. Why wear them to the truck pool?
Right? I don't know.
I have so many stories of my mom. We did so many things. So some of the stuff that makes me crazy and makes me like over the top the way I am
is your mama. Your mama is crazy.
Yeah. So I get it honest.
But she's fun.
But
crazy.
So when I was 16, we were living in a townhouse in Brighton. And if anybody knows our area, they think townhomes in Brighton? Like, oh, y'all were living large.
No, we weren't.
But we had a staircase, and it went down 4 steps and turned 90 degrees, and then went down to another landing to turn 90 degrees down 2 steps. And that little short distance of the stairs, we would lay down a blanket, and then we took the clothes hamper lid so we'd have something sturdy as a seat and sit on that on top of the blanket, and then wrap the blanket over you and then pull it up from the end so your feet would pick up off the steps and then slide down the steps. Let's see. That was so fun. Like, we had so many fun times in those apartments, townhomes, whatever. Like, my mom is the type of person that will laugh in your face if you get hurt.
Yeah. She laughs at everything.
She will be doubled over laughing, about to pass out in your face.
It's so weird how different like our families are, because like my family has fun, but your family is so loud and laughs at everything. Like our family compared to yours is just like calm, relaxed, you know, we'll giggle, but we don't just like.
Hand me that cup right there.
What cup?
That cup.
This cup?
Yep. Your family is all pinky out.
Whatever.
Sipping.
So dumb. Anyways, it's a good mix.
Yeah. We have had lots of fun times. Now, Ricky, since Ricky came along, he fit in with us perfect.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see. Ricky has been around for 25 years, 26. I think he and my mom started dating in the end of 96, beginning of 97, or maybe it was like springtime 97, somewhere around there. So
hair looks good.
25, 26 years Ricky's been around, and he has fit in perfect. Because Ricky, oh my goodness, he keeps my mom laughing all the time. He's always doing something.
We should just
silly.
do a Ricky post one day of all the crazy pictures we have. They're never serious. Okay?
He cannot be serious. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some other times. Like, give me another story of your mama.
Another story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also my mom was, like she worked at the school when we started going to private school. And
she was the mean substitute teacher.
Kind of, but not really. Like, it's weird because all the bad kids liked her. I don't know why. The bad kids liked her. And she was so nice to them. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Let me think. I remember us being a kid. My sister and I, we were little. We lived in Kentucky, and my dad had a Jeep, and it snowed pretty good. So we went out into the field behind the house, and we were all cutting donuts, and my mom was all for it. She's always been on board for going out in a boat, going camping, riding 3-wheelers and 4-wheelers. Man, we rode millions of miles down at Sardis.
Yeah.
We would go down there just about every weekend I remember all the times we went to Hardy, Arkansas. We went canoeing. My mom and my sister thought it was a good idea to leave the canoe behind and get on a pool float and go down these little rapids and waterfalls. And like, you don't know what's in that water, right? Trees, glass, everything. But she ends up with a stick through her knee and messed her all up. My mom was riding a dirt bike. Remember when they lived in Atoka? Were you there?
It was my dirt bike.
It was your dirt bike. It was a 150, okay? So, 4-stroke CRF 150F. Very tame.
Right.
Very docile machine. And she's like, let me ride. I've ridden 3-wheelers and 4-wheelers. Let me ride. It's not the same, Mom. It's not a thumb throttle. It's a twist throttle. You know, when it snaps your head back, you're going to whiskey throttle it, and off you go.
And what happened?
What happened? Boom! She made it maybe 50 yards from her yard into the neighbor's yard. Never turned. Gosh, we'd be rich if we had that on video.
Yeah, we would.
Never turned, never hit the brakes, never checked up off the throttle. Just, wow! When it snapped her back, full throttle, full send into the side of a 16-foot trailer. She hit the trailer so hard that it moved the whole thing 4 inches. You could see the tire from where it sat for weeks that the neighbor didn't use it, and it shifted it 4 inches. And when it slammed, it picked it up and then slammed her hands into the rail, pinned it between the handlebars and the rail of the trailer. And then she just, boom, falls over, hits the ground, and is going, oh. It's that, you know she's hurt. And you know it's not good. But it was so funny. So I run over to her, and she's like, I'm okay. And she's holding her hands like this. I'm okay. I think I broke both my hands. I think both my hands are broken. And like, how many different ways you got to say it? Your hands are broken. And so I'm like, you need to just sit here. No, I'm fine. She stands up, and out she goes. Passed out. So I had to pick her up and carry her to her house. I set her down on the couch. The neighbors are coming over, and they're checking on her. She did break bones in both of her hands and messed up one of her wrists. Had to wear braces and stuff for 6 or 8 weeks.
Needless to say, she's not ridden another dirt bike.
She has not been on another dirt bike. Nope. Man, I remember there's a long time ago. There was a mountain coaster that we rode. I think it was in Colorado, and her and I were on it. And instead of pulling back or letting go to pull the brake back, I pushed the handle all the way down, and we went flying. And it wasn't like the new ones that are like roller coasters with no motor, you know, or like roller coasters with the chain lifts and all that. It's just like a big downhill water slide that they turn the water off and put you on this little sled. And those things were fast. So then OSHA got wind of all this stuff and slowed everything down.
Right.
What else you got? You got another story of your mama?
No, my mom wasn't as adventurous as your mom, but she was hardworking. That is another thing. We all worked together.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hot, and
oh, like the Von Trapp family.
We kind of were. Hey, family business. You keep the money all together. So
that's right.
It worked out. Actually, those were fun times. Even though it was hot and seemed miserable at the time, they're great memories. I kind of miss them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite job. Not that I've had a ton of them, but that was my favorite.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I could probably go on and on about stories of my mom and things that I put her through, things that my sister put her through. I do remember one night I was 18. My sister was 17. And we were down at the river. And I had not been away from my truck. I walked into the woods and then felt my pocket and went,
yeah, I think you've told this story.
Crap, my keys.
Yeah.
And I went back to my truck and then ended up, cops busted the party while I'm trying to fish out my keys from my truck. And my sister had to be taken home. And then my mom's like, okay, this cop brings her home and standing in the living room, at midnight. And my mom's in her bathrobe and her hair's all crazy. And she's like, okay, well, is he taking you back out there? I gave you permission to be there.
Gosh.
And then she's like, he's gone. He's already out of the driveway. So mom was like, what? Where's your car? Well, it's in Kroger parking lot. So my mom had to go at midnight because I didn't have a cell phone. She couldn't call me to come get her.
So, like, your mom was more mad about having to take her back to Kroger parking lot than she was about the cops bringing her home?
Yep.
My mama would have killed me. If the cops ever brought me home, I'd have died right there.
Right.
I'd have begged to go to jail before I'd have a cop bring me home to my mama.
Oh, yeah. We did some stuff. Some stuff is another time and another channel.
Yeah, right.
So, Mom, if you watch this, thank you so much for not killing me. Thank you for being there in the good times and the bad times. Thank you for loving me regardless. Thank you for being my mom. Happy Mother's Day, and I love you.
Is it my turn?
Yep, it's your turn.
Okay, Mom, because I know you're going to watch this. Yeah, thank you for being mean because it kind of made me stop because I'm trying to be serious.
Okay.
Because it made me who I am today. If she'd not been, it wasn't really mean. She was just strict is the word. And it worked. I think I turned out pretty good. Anyway, so thank you for all the sacrifices that you've made and for loving me unconditionally, even though I'm easy to love. I'm seeing if lightning was going to strike me. Anyways, happy Mother's Day, and I love you bunches.
So, those of you that watch this tonight on the replay, whatever, thank your mom for being your mom. She did the best with what she had. She did everything to do what was best for you, even though you might not have liked it at the time. So, tell Mom thank you. Thank God for your mama. If your mom's not around, then just be sure to praise God that you had a mama. If not for mama, you wouldn't have been here. She chose to give you life so that you could be here. So we are thankful. We're grateful. We love our mamas.
Yep.
Happy Mother's Day. Y'all be blessed, and we'll see you next time. Good night. God bless.